All right, thank you very much, Adam. We're here with the most famous dog in television. Rocco and Jim Clausen are back. Oh, and Rocco knows I have treats. I say his name, and there you go. All right, we've got another lesson for dog owners.
That's right.
The one thing you need to know is back.
To solve any behavioral problem.
Any.
And I don't care what it is. From potty training to chewing to digging to barking to jumping on people.
All right, wait a minute.
In
do you
one
want to
word.
do a trick? Do it. Thank you. There you go. All right.
The one thing is anticipation. Anticipate when things are going to happen. Anticipation is the ultimate edge we have, not just in dog training, but in life. If you can anticipate, I see you guys do it every day here. You anticipate challenges that might pop up, and you make adjustments, and the viewer has no idea that maybe you had a problem with the camera or whatever. It's the same thing with the dogs. I look around the house if I get a new puppy, and I anticipate what could possibly go wrong. What could he chew on?
That plant is going to have to move.
Yep. And so that's what I teach my clients. What do you do when I'm not there with you? The very first thing you need to do when you get a new puppy is anticipate what could go wrong here. Where could they go to the bathroom? What would they get into? If they're going to get into something, what is it going to be? Is it going to be the extension cord? Is it going to be the potted plant that sits on the floor? Is it going to be your shoes? You know, so you look around, and when I get that new dog, I'm constantly getting down on my hands and knees, and I'm looking at things through the eyes of the dog.
I could just imagine that.
It happens all the time.
All right, so what are some things, you mentioned a couple there, but what are some things that are automatically you should think of when you're going to puppy-proof the house?
Chewing, number one, because you know puppies are going to chew. Between 12 and 18 weeks of age, their adult teeth are going to start coming in, and this is when they're going to chew on anything and everything. So the first thing you do is we got to have certain toys available to them to eliminate that need for chewing.
I've got this great pair of flip-flops that have teeth marks in it from Adam's dog, Molly. Just saying.
So I probably wouldn't recommend flip-flops as a chew toy.
Yeah, no.
But you know, whatever works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Kongs or Buster Cubes or Nylabones or pig ears, make sure they're size appropriate to your breed. So what you would get for a little toy poodle, you wouldn't get for a big Rottweiler puppy. But looking around, walk around the house, get down on your hands and knees and look at things that could possibly go wrong. Recently, a client said to me, "Oh, she's never touched that." I said, guaranteed the next 48 hours, she's going to rip that basket up. Within 24 hours, she got in and ripped the basket up. And they got behind the basket and pulled on the computer wire. So it's blocking these things, looking ahead and saying, okay, what can I do to prevent this? Because, you know, what's the old saying that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure? It's the same thing. Anticipate what could go wrong. Like right now, he's anticipating he's going to
get a treat.
Yeah, he's going through a list of every trick he ever learned his whole life. If you get a dog, I recently was helping a client who lived in a high-rise apartment. And so when she flew me into her city, she said, here's the problem I'm going to face with this new puppy. Now, when she lived in Boise, I trained a dog for her, so she flew me out to her city. We went to this high-rise apartment, and the very first thing I said is, this particular breed is going to bark. So let's condition the dog now to the sounds of these doors and people walking on the halls, and let's link quiet to it. So we sat there and we taught the dog quiet first with a reward, and then every time a door made a sound, we sent her to the dog bed, we gave her a reward. So now instead of barking, she runs to her dog bed, she gets quiet, she gets paid. We prevented it ahead of time.
You can get a lot more of these tips, of course, on our website. You can email Jim or ourselves, and we will answer your questions as well. And you can watch this segment and many, many more on KBY2.com. Jim, Rocco, thanks for getting up early. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Up next.